Rear bumper Forza. Aftermarket touchscreen. Aftermarket hood. Aftermarket rear spoiler. Wing west. Roll cage. Okay, suspension. Brakes. Transmission. Professional clutch. Y-rated tires. Didn't say anything about weight reduction. Professional diff. $26.26. $5.46. Final drive $5.46. Autocross tune. Uh, 169, 112, 84, 67. Camber. -2. -1.4 in the rear. So 0.2. -0.1 in the rear. Aster 6.1. Anti-roll 21.3. $14 rear. Springs. No change. No change. Ride height. 5.7 front. 5.7 rear. Bump 3.6. Two 3 rear. Rebound 5.3. 4.5. Arrow. Oh, apparently we can't do anything with arrow. Braking. 50% balance. Brake pressure. 133%. Okay. 29. $29.99. Diff. 20% in the front. 5% decel. Rear. 60. 30% decel. 75% torque. Oh, nice. Oh, pitting. Fuel and tires will last about 35 miles. How much power does this car have? It's a D class. $216 horsepower. Oh man, 6 laps. I didn't realize that. Oh, 1:10.3, best lap. Oh, I didn't. How do I get a best lap this lap? 107 flat. Six flat. 9 laps, holy crap. Man, how many races are there? Hey man, what's going on, dude?
Nothing much. Just getting out a little bit before I go to bed.
So I set up the Eagle Talon, and then I set up two cars today. One was the Talon, the other one was the Dodge Stealth, I think. Yeah, anyways, so now I've got a D-class car tuned, and I've raced it. I've got a C-class car tuned, and I've raced it. And I think I already have a B-class car tuned. Let me go check. Anyway, I'm trying to get my garage lined up for Saturday. I don't know. I haven't touched B class, have I? Because in the D class, let's see. Okay, C class, I have the CRX in C class. And then in the D class, I have the Eagle Talon. So in B, what do you have in your notebook for B class B? You've got the Dodge. Okay, the Dodge Stealth. I thought I had a Dodge Stealth in here. Oh, you know what I did? I have that Dodge Stealth, but I put a bigger motor in it because I wanted to compete in that class. So I already have Class B covered. I just need to back off the motor in this thing to dump it back down to a B class. I think right now it's an A class. So then my next class is A class. Let's see. Oh no, I'll put a turbo in this thing is what I did. So let's go back down. All right, that puts me back down to 342. And I've done something else, but I don't remember what it was that jumped it. Maybe I put the tires on?
You could put a second engine upgrade in there. Might have
Yeah,
been the ignition. It
I
might
did.
have one of them.
Well, it's the tires.
Fuel system, maybe.
I'm putting the tires back to stock tires. Isn't that what you have on the Stealth? This is Class B. No, you have WOW rated tires. Okay, so then yeah, you're right. It's something in the engine bay. That's what it is. Yep. Man, you have excellent memory. Yeah, it was the ignition. So put that back to B1. All right, now that car is a B1, and I'm not going to touch it anymore. Can you clone it? I guess you can't clone a car. You literally have to go buy it and set it up all over again. Is that right? Or there's no way to buy it and then clone. I guess you buy it and then load a setup from the other car, right?
Right.
Okay, okay. All right, so then for A class, what do you have? Ferrari F3 F355. Oh, that's the only car you've got in here. Okay. I don't think I have that. So let me double check. Pretty sure I don't. I have a Ferrari, but I don't know what it is. I do not like this Corvette. I'd like to sell that thing. I could have swore I had a Ferrari. There it is. There's a 360. Okay. So I got a different Ferrari I gotta buy. Na, 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 na. All right, what is this? A 355 channel. Oh, I don't have that car unlocked. All right, what do you do? How do you get cars unlocked? Because I don't. I get awarded the cars by winning a series or something, but how do you actually get a car unlocked?
Go to that car and press A. It should tell you how to unlock it.
Win the professional Class A championship. Okay. Okay, so it is the same thing. When I receive a car, that's a same thing as saying unlocking it. Okay, I didn't know that they were talking the same language. Okay, so in that case, I don't have that one yet. So I have to go race the A class, professional A class. Ferrari 3. Oh, okay, Ferrari 360. Okay, okay. I see. Okay, let's go back to professional. Here it is. But there's no restrictions in this class. Oh, it says unmodified. Okay, that's a good restriction. I think I've tried this before. So unmodified, you can't change anything at all. Is that right? Like, not even shocks or brakes or nothing. It's got to be bone stock.
If anything on the car was tunable, you could tune it, but that's it. You can't put
Upgrades.
any engine upgrades. You can't upgrade the handling. You can't. I don't think you can even tint the windows.
Oh, jeez. I want to say I've tried this race and I was getting beat. I do not know if I have traction control on or off. I did not look. And to win the series, you just have to get the most points. You don't have to necessarily win every race. Is that right?
I think so. It's been a while since I've done that series.
Oh, I spun it out. I want to go back and check and see if I have traction control turned on or off. Uh, sure feels like traction control's off. Oh man. I just don't know the braking markers for these higher cars. I guess I'm just going to log some laps. Oh boy, this thing's all over the place. So I played Midnight Club earlier, Midnight Club 3. Pretty good game. I mean, is it something that I'm super excited about? No. Do I think it's a good game? Yes. I think we're going to be playing that one on Saturday evenings. I say we, it's more like whoever wants to play it, but there's going to be a, oh no, there's going to be a series up anyway for it. But it's a change of pace for sure. To me, it's like a hybrid somewhere between Outrun, what's the other game I was thinking of that it reminded me of? The Driver on PlayStation and Forza Horizon. If you took all those and put them in a blender, to me that was Midnight Club. Oh, I wanted to ask you. So for the Saturday night event and future events, we've got to like when you set up a lobby, can you control in the settings of the lobby if it's open setup or fixed setup, or is it always open setup?
What do you mean open setup, just the classes, or whether the cars are tuned or not?
Whether the cars are tuned or not.
I have to check this game. I know in Forza 2 you can force cars to be stock, but I never actually tried that on this game.
So here, let me tell you why I'm asking that question. Because in this series we're setting up, we got to find a happy medium between, or two separate, slots of time, like the first hour and the second hour, where there's a lower barrier of entry for those that are new to the game and don't have all the experience. And now for me personally, I'm fine. Like I want to keep practicing and I'll catch up eventually. But some people are going to get in here, and if you lap them, right, or you guys are so good at this game that for them they're going to be like, this isn't any fun. They're not going to come back anymore. So it's like, okay, how do you find a happy medium between getting time in where you guys can race the way you want to race, but also making it a lower barrier of entry for those that are just jumping in. Does that make sense? And I don't know what the right answer is,
Yeah.
but I want to get your feedback. I want to hear what you think about it.
I can look into that.
Just think about it, right? I mean, and I don't know what the right answer is, and it may be like the first hour we put more guardrails up, meaning like, you know, we only race like C, B, C, D or something like that. And for those of you that like, for those of you that you guys know that I mean, you guys are just the best at this, then you guys might consider racing down a couple of slots, right? Like a C3 or something where we're racing C1s to just make it a more of an even playing field. And then maybe the second hour is like, we take off all the handcuffs and then it's just like everybody does whatever they want to do and let the chips fall where they may. So, but I'm not saying you should do that. I'm just thinking out loud on how do we do that because I want to get more races in here. And the reality is people are going to come in here and they are going to have to do what I'm doing. They are going to have to like put in some seat time, put in some wrench time to figure out how to get faster at this game. But I'm a little bit concerned that some people are going to come in and want to sit down and play, right? And when they find out like that you guys are going to run circles around them, they're just going to quit. So, and maybe to some degree we can't stop that, right? Like some people are going to do what they're going to do. We can't control that, but just just something to consider, ponder it, and when it comes time to race, we can talk about it more. So I
Yeah,
get
that's something I've thought about because in some races I've just been using rentals for half the time, and then only when Golden Ramey shows up do I get in the best cars.
well, I mean, like for example, there was a couple races we were in, and you guys were a couple classes down from me, and I don't mean B to C, but it was like a B1 to a B3, and you still beat me, but I was really close to you guys. I was like, oh, that was a lot more fun for me. Um, and I don't know how you guys feel about it. So I don't want to take away the way you guys enjoy the game, right? I have no intentions of that, but I'm just trying to find a happy balance. And I don't know how much of that can be managed through the lobby itself. Um, but I really don't know. Who knows? Maybe in the coming weeks, like I'm the only slow person in the server. And if that's the case, keep doing what you're doing. Like don't worry about me. I'll catch up. But if there's other guys that come in and are struggling to get a hold of it, those are the guys I'm thinking about. That's why like the first person shooters these guys are playing Halo 2 and Rainbow Six. Like I played Halo 2 last week and I didn't play that long because it wasn't that enjoyable to me because I got my ass shot like constantly over and over and over again. Like it's not very fun. And I was like, man, I'm gonna have to spend a lot of time getting good at Halo 2 to actually enjoy it. And then you have to ask yourself the question, do I really want to do that? You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So I don't know. We'll learn it. We're learning as we go, right? We always can make adjustments, but the server, this Discord is growing so fast right now that this is the golden era of picking up new players. Um, so as many as we can scoop up, the better. And also, if we have a full lobby of 8 drivers, that by design will make it more entertaining because there's a higher probability that they're gonna have somebody to race with. Maybe it's not you, maybe it's not Ramey, but there's somebody their speed, in the race. But if there's only like 2 or 3 of us, that's where it's a little bit different. So hopefully we'll get a few more drivers as the weeks progress. Hopefully. Oh, that's right. I was gifted a. I thought I was gifted a Skyline. I was gifted a Skyline. Hmm. Oh, right. What are you working on over there?
Just going through random career races to get some more credits.
Hmm. Damn it. I got a loose wheel now. Is Pacific Shipyards and then Pacific Shipyards 2, is that just inverted directions of the, I'm assuming, right?
Yes.
Okay. That's what I thought. What's going on, House? Appreciate it. That's a wall. And the only thing I'm interested in on this track is not hitting the wall. I'm getting a little bit better at this track. That brick section, when we roll through it, it kicks the vibration motor in the controller. I thought I had a loose wheel in my car or something.
Yeah.
And then I realized, oh no, I'm driving on brick. Yeah, House, I had never played this game until about 2 months or so ago. Like I was aware it existed, but I had never played it. And boy, oh boy, was I missing out. That's all I gotta say about that. This is like a really, really, really good game. Like I think if I had to pick between this and Gran Turismo 1, I don't know, man. That's like a coin flip, I guess, but really, really good. That's for sure. Well, oh, okay. Is that from a timetable perspective? This is comparable to GT3. Okay, I stand by what I said though. I still um, probably would flip a coin on which one I would prefer to play. Okay, yeah, got you. All right. Did we get a new car? I don't think we did. Yeah, I have GT3 and I've played that. I don't know. Forza was 2005. Is that right, Nathaniel? I'm pretty sure it's 2005.
Yes. Rather hilariously on the case, they say it's better than Gran Turismo 4.
Hmm.
Turn 10 came out swinging.
Yeah, that's what I recall looking up was 2005. Definitely showed up late to the game compared to Gran Turismo, that's for sure. Okay, I'm gonna go back to. I was in the professional series. Where's my Eagle? There it is. No, the Dodge Stealth. Yeah. I don't know, somebody might want to look it up. It's 2005, but I thought I remember seeing 2005. But technically it's 20 years old, I guess, if that's true. Are stealths kind of considered valuable nowadays? Are they have value to them? I haven't seen one in a long time. I guess maybe that answers my question. They probably are. Yeah. Okay. $16,000. How reliable are these cars, I wonder? I mean, they're older cars, I guess, no matter what, you're going to have to work on it, but... I'll tell you what though, Nathaniel, this setup you have for this car, very good, sir. Like
Thank you.
it's planted. I mean, it'll go into a four-wheel slide, but it's super manageable. You know, I don't ever feel like I'm out of control. No, all of them are. Okay. No. Oh well. I like this car a lot. I like how it sounds. I like how it drives. No complaints from me. This laser's ice trim for wouldn't work until you threw my. That's pretty funny. I had a Toyota MR2 that was like that. Oh my word! I love the car, but it was a money pit, man. It was the worst car I ever bought in my life. Whenever I see one, you know, I always it catches my eye. Right? I've never lost my lust for the car, but I don't think I'd ever want to own another one. Never seen such a mechanical nightmare in my entire life. Yeah, the second gen MR2s are gorgeous, man. I love those cars. I saw one of those for sale, but the dude had completely ripped the OEM motor out of it and dropped a completely different brand motor in it. And the car was beautiful though, and I was like, nah. If it was stock or mostly stock, I would have been super interested in it, but he changed it all out. Oh, no, 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 I missed the corner. Whew. I'm not a mechanic, right? So I'm not that I haven't worked on cars. I got an old car I work on, but I don't do it for kicks, you know? I've changed gas tanks and alternators and brake systems and stuff, but I don't ever have fun doing that. It's more like I did it because it had to be done kind of thing. So some people like my brother-in-law, like he loves that stuff. He wakes up every day, and thinks about it, which is completely fine. But that's not me. All I know is, Nathaniel, I win a lot more races with your setups, man. And the driver is the same, so it's all about your setup. I haven't driven that CRX much though. I need to do some more with that car. House, do you have a original Xbox? We're starting up a online series for the original Forza, so that's why I'm practicing. Uh, our series actually started last week. We're gonna race this Saturday. Nice. Yeah, we're racing on Insignia, so we're gonna race this Saturday online. And then starting next weekend, the week after, we're gonna start racing Forza Motorsport 1 every Friday night. So, oh yeah, yeah. Xboxes are notorious for needing high maintenance, like some cars, right? Wow, that guy just plowed in the back of me. Right, yeah, just by sitting still. Mine's still hanging tough. I'm waiting to do some mods to mine. I've modded a lot of my consoles already. I've waited on the Xbox because I want the Pixel FX Retro Gem HDMI mod for it, and they have not announced that yet, so I'm patiently waiting. Uh-oh, cutting a little grass here. I can't see chat right now. I'll take my eyes off the road. I'm gonna kill myself once I get down the mountain. This is like a Bathurst clone. It's a similar mountain. It's just not the exact same layout, but it's absolutely inspired by that racetrack.
Yeah, that track is bootleg Bathurst, and then Alpine Ring is bootleg Spa.
Oh, so House, you got Insignia on emulator then? Is that what you're saying? Oh, nice. Yeah, you should come on and race with us, man. We're looking for drivers, and I mean, oh, you see what I'm doing. I'm no expert at this game. I'm getting better, but I just enjoy the race. We've got an Xbox Insignia Discord server that is pretty healthy right now. This corner right here is the most difficult corner on the whole track. Off camber. Appreciate the follow, House. Thanks so much. I'll tell you, like Dave Cameron, he's a sim racer on YouTube I watch, and he always says, if you want to see more of this rubbish, consider subscribing. That's exactly what I want to tell people. Like, yeah, if you want to see more of this rubbish, hang around. No, it's just I try to have a good time with it. That's all I'm trying to do. Nathaniel's setups are making me look like a better driver than I am. That's all I can say for sure. It makes a car hell. I'm wondering, Nathaniel, the default setups they have in this game, obviously they're not the fastest setups. I don't have a problem with that, but they're also way harder to drive. I'm kind of surprised that they didn't make the default setup slower but more manageable. Like, you know, barrier of entry as far as like drivability of the game. You know what I'm saying? Or is it just me?
Yeah.
Because the default setups are not very good. Now that I've driven some of the setups you guys have made, not only is the car way faster, but it's way more manageable. It's way more stable, way more predictable. And I'm like, isn't that what a base setup is supposed to be? You know, manageable, predictable, but not necessarily fast. Because in iRacing, for example, the default setups are not very fast, but they're absolutely predictable and manageable because they want people to survive, right? Driving them. So I don't know what they were thinking here. Unless they revolved it around wheel and pedal setup for the setups more than they did a controller. But I'm quite sure they knew that almost everybody was going to use a controller to play this game. I really like this racetrack. It just requires all of your attention, man, for sure. Oh, the Skippy, man. That was still one of my favorite cars in iRacing. I think not because there's anything fantastic about it, but that was like one of my first experiences in the simulator. I really enjoy that car. Open cockpit, like hardly any downforce. Super fun car. Yeah, I know there's somebody well here was talking about a wheel for the original Xbox. I can't remember. I think it was a Mad Catz wheel. So somebody had just bought one, and I wanted them to, you know, find out how good it was. But I'd like to get one to try this game with the wheel. But most of the legacy wheels they're not very good. You know, they're super lightweight, like flexible plastic almost. It feels like, hey, I just got a Porsche. Um, I have a Ferrari wheel for the Dreamcast, and it's really good, but it's still on the edge of what I would consider to be cheap. You know, like it's really cheap plastic. but it works extremely well. All right, so that class is done. And how much horsepower is in this stealth, Nathaniel? Do you remember?
335.
Okay. I'm trying to remember. All right, I'm going to go into this race without bumping the power back up. We'll see what happens. Yeah, I've never driven that Formula V. I've heard about that car, but I've never driven it. My iRacing account has been dormant for a while, unfortunately. I really would like to get back into sim racing again. I get in it, I get out of it, and I get back in it again. It's a lot of fun, but it's extraordinarily time consuming. Oh, very nice. So what do you, it sounds like you're on iRacing, so what do you normally drive on there? Like, what's your go-to vehicle? Ah, okay, I got you. Yeah, I even really enjoyed the Volkswagen. Which Volkswagen is it in the game? Is it it's not a Passat. Why am I drawing a blank? Their saloon car. Super slow, man. I can't remember the name of it. Why am I drawing a blank? Anyway, that car and iRacing, I really love like driving that. Yeah, the Jetta. There you go. That thing's a blast. It's so slow though, man. Like it has no power, right? Your foot's on the floor and it's just not going anywhere. But it creates a lot of good close racing, is what it does, because you can't get away from each other. All right, I got to watch this guy. He doesn't run me over here. That was a little bit of a late lunge. I am outmatched in this race, but I've been... Oh, that was a good move. I did not see that coming. I don't think I'm going to be able to catch him. He's gone. Way too much straightaway speed. Yeah, I'm going to have to go put my upgrade parts, Nathaniel, back in this car to compete in this class. They got way too much straightaway speed on me. I'm sorry, at least I know what to do now. So I've already done it once. In the infield, I might be able to catch him. I'm not sure, but on the back end of the lap, there's no way. Well, see, this class I'm in house is it's a 400 horsepower class limit, and I think, what am I sitting on, Nathaniel? Like 325 or something. So we've
Should be 335.
335. Okay, so we've got some breathing space on doing some upgrades. I think last time when I did the upgrades to this car, I put a better turbo in it, and that immediately bumped me to like 384 or something like that. And then I did a ignition tune, and that put me to like 394, and that was more than enough to be competitive with this crowd. So I might have to do that again. Or Nathaniel, I'll just do what you do. I'm just gonna have to buy another car and tune it accordingly, and then leave it there. Just have multiples, probably different colors or something to help distinguish them. Good Lord. And that Porsche's like he's got somewhere to be. So, House, what else do you play? Like, what's your other like games of choice? That was super sketchy. City builders. Okay, I got you. These are three in Roller Coaster Tycoon. Man, I remember playing Roller Coaster Tycoon on the PC like a long time ago, and I used to dump a lot of hours into that game. I actually bought, funny enough, I bought Roller Coaster Tycoon for the original Xbox, and I've actually the disc is so scratched that it tends to freeze on me, so I need to get it resurfaced. But um, I might spend some time on that on the Xbox. It's so weird. It felt so weird playing Tycoon on a controller because I was so used to using a mouse and a keyboard. Yeah, the version on the Xbox is either the exact same or very close to the original version I played on the PC back in the day. So it was very familiar territory. There's a different one though on, I want to say, the GameCube or PS2. I have another one, and it's like all 3D and super complicated, and I didn't like that at all. I went right back to the old school version. Yeah, it feels really weird because the game is intended for a mouse, right? And so any game that you're intended to use a mouse and you have to use a controller with it gets funky. All right, let's go put that turbo back on this car. Yeah, it's an impressive game, that's for sure. Okay, so this turbo goes puts me from 355 to 384. So we're gonna do that. And then we're gonna go do the ignition.
Actually, if you do the next stage of exhaust, or maybe the stage after that, it'll take you to 399.
Okay. Wow, Man, your memory's impeccable in this game, Nathaniel. You're exactly right. The top end exhaust puts you right on 399. Built-in machine code to run all simulations on the very last computer today. Yeah, it does. I don't understand the back end of it, but I hear you explaining it. You know, I guess back in the days, I didn't appreciate the work that went into make them. I love the game, but I never really thought much about the process of making it. But it's definitely an impressive game. All right, so Nathaniel, you told me that I can go to racing slicks, and I still stay under the 400 horsepower category. And that's exactly what I just did. Let's see
You
if
also max out the weight reduction.
I don't think it's going to be necessary. I didn't need a whole lot, honestly, to keep up with these guys as it was. I mean, I think I finished third in that race. I don't remember, actually. Let's see, we were, 400 horsepower class. And we're at Blue Mountain. Again. This game load times aren't too bad. The Midnight Club 3 I was just playing earlier, that's got a lot of... Mobile port is actually a PC game, port with touch controls. She's got a little more pep in her step, that's for sure. My job's not to bend it now with all the extra power. Yeah, it definitely sounds different, doesn't it? It's more throaty than it was.
That's the exhaust upgrade at work.
That's impressive that, oh man, that they even had that minor of a detail in there, you know? Okay, I'm not gonna lie, this thing's harder to drive. I can't, I'm turning up to the left, man. I don't understand that with the AI cars, when they get alongside of you, like you get hooked, like bumper to bumper. And you're trying to turn away from them and you just can't do it. That's exactly what I was just trying to do. I had to stick all the way to the left and I was hooked on him. Man, okay, I thought this was going to be more of a cakewalk, but I stand corrected. I might have to go get that weight reduction. All I know is that Ferrari's gone. It's okay, bear with me a second here so I don't die. It's OG Xbox Live. I'll have to grab the link here in a minute and put it in the chat, or I'll get it for you though. Bear with me a second here. to get off this mountain. I didn't even know about this Discord until like 3 weeks ago. Not even that, maybe 2 weeks ago. Maybe it's been like 3. But I was on the Insignia Discord because that's the only thing I knew. I wanted to play it old school Xbox Online, and then someone pinged me and said, "Hey, like, I think it was you, Nathaniel, actually. You and Swagger were like, hey, you know, he's over there hanging out by himself," which I was. And so that's how I found this place. And then realized that they were in the process of setting up a bunch of different online events. Like tonight, we were playing Wolfenstein, Return to Castle Wolfenstein online, which was really fun. And they were playing Halo 2 tonight, I think. So they have different games, like every single night that they have series for. And the part I like the most about it is that a lot of people are actually on Discord, like, you can talk to them and while you're playing the game, and so it's a lot more interactive. I better make that corner. Let me get on a straightaway. I just don't want to mess up my race. Let me get on the straightaway here, and I'll grab that Discord link for you. Oh, did you find it? Oh, thank you, Juan. Thank you, Nathaniel. Appreciate it.
You're welcome.
I can only do one thing at a time if people haven't noticed that already. And even I struggle doing one thing, so. Yeah, like literally, like right now, Nathaniel and I are talking. You hear Nathaniel in the background. We're on that Discord right now. Like I'm in the voice channel on that Discord. Man, she's just a little more squirrely with that extra power. I mean, I'm so far managing it, but it's not as easy as it was with only 335. I got a big train behind me. Yeah, if you jump on that Discord, you're welcome to join us. We're probably the only two actually in a voice chat on there. Oh no, the vet just pulled me on the straightaway. It was all I could do to not run him over when he braked right there.
It's the last lap. You should have run him over.
Yeah, probably. That's all right. I just, even when they got it coming, I still don't want to do that, especially in this game. And if there's one car in this game that needs to get run over, it's the Corvette.
You're talking to a guy whose profile pic is a Corvette.
I'm sorry, man. I'm not trying to hurt your feelings or pick a fight, but I do. In this game, for whatever reason, the Corvettes are pricks. They're the most aggressive drivers. And it's also the case in Project Gotham Racing. The yellow Corvette in that game is brutal. Yeah, the Halo 2 game house, like last week, there was like 120 people playing Halo 2 online last week. I think it's on Tuesdays, if I'm not mistaken. I've played Halo 2 online and I suck, and I get my ass handed to me. But boy, oh boy, there's a lot of people that play that game on Insignia. As long as that Ferrari back there is not in second place, I got a fighting chance at this, I think. If he gets by that vet, might be in trouble. So they slow down in those S's right there. I do know that much. All right, so far so good. Oh man, that was scary. I was in a big four-wheel slide. As they say, I was a passenger there for a moment. You just break the draft. All right, I only got to do it one more time. No pressure. This corner right here is strange. I can't figure that thing out. This one as well. It's like this off camber. no, no. Oh, that breaks the heart. I really didn't think I don't think I missed my braking marker in that corner, but evidence suggests otherwise. Just like that, I'm back in 6th place. I don't know what happened to the 2 guys behind me, but all right, well, can't win them all. House, did you find that Discord okay?
He joined.
Oh, did he? Nice. Very cool. Oh, I'm looking at the wrong Discord here. Nice. Welcome aboard, man. Yeah, if you go to the events section, you'll see all the upcoming. I think there's events tab all the way at the top, and you'll see all the weekly. Most of them are weekly. I got you. Almost have to go through that corner with no throttle input because it just wants to go into a 4-wheel slide. I'm assuming because it's off camber, so there's no weight to the car. I don't know. I think this is the corner that I missed in that last race. Oh man, am I gonna win this drag race? I am not winning this drag race. Man, that was crazy sketchy. I don't know how we didn't crash, actually. Hmm. So even he's braking going into that off camber corner. So it's not just me. little bit out of control there, just a little bit. Pushing too hard, trying to keep up with that vet. All right, he's gonna tap the brakes right here. Didn't really matter. Damn that Ferrari. I had to use a handbrake to get it to slow down. Damn. Damn. Same corner. And also on the same lap again, the last lap. I still got, well, at least there's 3 cars behind me. Yeah. I don't know, that's a lot of work for, what, 4th place? Well, I had a shot at that win until I overcooked that one corner down the mountain. Yeah, as far as I know, House emulator is supported, so I don't know there's any reason why you couldn't. But you said you were waiting on a USB stick? You order one or something? Okay. I think Halo 2 is the most popular game they're playing online right now. I mean, not this minute, but just on a weekly basis. All right, this is the last time I'm trying this track and this combo for today anyway. Nathaniel, you might have to come in here and do this race for me.
Yeah.
I'm sure you would get it on your first try. Will be my guess. like the exhaust that we upgraded on this thing. It sounds really good. I think what's catching me off guard about that left-hander down the mountain is it's a blind corner. So your braking marker is before you can see it. So I'm going to have to be more careful to get on the brakes even if I know I can't see it yet. Sometimes I'm looking at the apex rather than the braking marker. And if you can't see the apex, it doesn't really matter. All right, these guys are going to brake. They have to brake. Get off the grass. That was better. Carry a little more speed through there, I think. Oh no, a little too much speed. All right, I ain't doing it again. That's it. I'm done with this race. Trying too hard now. How many credits do you have over there, Nathaniel? What are you collecting them to buy?
Just stockpiling for if I do any more upgrades.
Hmm.
I turned the game off, and I think I'm in the 300,000s.
Yeah, I'm at like 786,000, but I just haven't bought that many cars either, to be fair. I'm sure your catalog of cars is like the whole game practically, so.
The whole game plus a few duplicates.
What else? I don't have an unmodified Miata. Okay. Well, let's go fix that. I'm assuming the one in my garage, I've done stuff to it. Okay, how many Mazda Miatas are in this game, Nathaniel? Is there just the one? I'm looking at the MX-5, Miata MX-5. Or is there a different one? You know?
If it's saying you already have one, then apparently you put upgrades on that one.
Yeah.
And it's just sitting in your garage somewhere.
All right, I'm going to buy this one and keep it stock then. I used to own a Miata that looked just like this. The only difference is it was red, but. Yep, there we go. That's what it was. I like that little car. It was convertible. It was fun. The house, you think you'll come on and race Forza with us, man? Well, I think this week it's the online event is a Saturday is it 10:30, Nathaniel? I think it's 10:30 or 11, something like that. But when I say 11, it's like Eastern time.
It's 9 p.m. Central.
9 p.m. Central? Oh, so, okay, so 10 p.m. Eastern then. Okay. Wow, I'm just roasting the rear tires in this thing. So just going back to a stock car, a stock setup, I think the biggest difference I'm feeling right now is the car feels so floaty. Like the steering is super floaty. Whereas that stealth, for example, that your setup I was using, like the car just feels planted and it feels much more stable. This Miata just feels unstable. I don't know how else to say it. Way more difficult to drive, which is weird because it hardly has any power, you know? All I know is what I can tell you with the stick. Like it's harder for me to hit the apex. This thing's 7 laps long. Holy smokes! I got to keep these guys at bay for 7 laps. Okay. It's got good brakes though. I don't think so, homie. This is way harder to drive in a straight line. It's harder to do everything. But I can't, this class doesn't allow me to modify anything to this car, so I have to drive it this way. Just let it roast the rear tires. I'm not taking my foot off the gas. See, that's what I was talking about, Nathaniel. The AI in this game, if you're on the inside, they'll try to go on the outside. And Project Gotham Racing, nah, they're just gonna run you over. And I mean run you over. I mean like blow the whole corner, run you over. I'm so thankful in this game they don't do that. Oh, nasty four-wheel slide. That was a little bit better. Ooh. Got a little nudge there. I do way too much mirror driving, but that's okay. I think it's a bad habit from Project Gotham Racing, making sure I don't get run over. You work straight weekends. Oh, that's a bummer, dude. Um, like during the day on the weekends, or like 24-hour shifts, or sounds like it's pretty loaded. Two 12s, midnight to noon. Okay, yeah, I got you. Oh, that's good. At least it's not every weekend then. Noon to midnight. Okay, I got you. Oh, every weekend. Oh, I see what you're saying. So it's 12-hour shifts, but it's alternates the actual time slot. I got you. Okay. Well, yeah. I guess it's a necessary evil, right? You do what you have to do. Well, so we took a poll on the Discord about which racing games that we want to have repeating series for that, we're going to have enough drivers for, participants for. And it was Forza Motorsport, Project Gotham 2. Let me get this corner here real quick. Don't kill myself. It was Midnight, what is it? Midnight Club 3. It actually got the most votes of all of them. And the fourth one was Rally Sport Challenge 2. So anyways, we're going to have multiple racing titles on the original Xbox streaming. I say streaming, but playing online throughout the week. Just specifically, Forza is going to end up being on a Friday night slot. At least that is the way it'll appear. But I think like Rally Sport Challenge and probably Project Gotham Racing are going to end up on a weekday. So I'm not sure if you're into those other racing titles or not, but if you are, then that would give you a different avenue. I mean, even if you can't do any of those, like there's a ton of FPS stuff happening throughout the week, so you'll have plenty of options, that's for sure. Fridays you can do, or at least every other. Yeah. Well, that's most likely that's where Forza is going to be. So that'd be awesome if you can do that. I mean, I'm sure not not everybody can do it every weekend, right? It's life happens, but all right. Let's see. 100 was a little late. Oh, nice. Didn't like the one I grabbed. Okay, I got you. Yeah, I was learning that apparently some of the ROMs that got dumped to archive.org are not good ROMs for playing online. I don't know much about that, honestly, but apparently some of them were stripped, or ROM sets from earlier versions before online was included. I don't know what happened there. Apparently it's not a good source for, I mean, it's a good source for games, but not if you want to play like Xbox Online. Man, that guy is just not going away at all. He's right up my ass. I feel like he's just waiting back there until the last lap. And then he's going to put the smack down on me. Nathaniel, I'm so glad you coached me on don't use the handbrake in the hairpins, because it's made a huge difference. I was losing so much time by using the handbrake in the hairpins. right, one more lap. Overcooked that one a little bit. Oh, he hit the wall. I'm missing the exhaust sound from that stealth right now. Yeah, it doesn't sound bad, but it's definitely no stealth, that's for sure. We'll take the W. Yeah, I don't know anything about emulation on the Xbox, so it's all foreign language to me, really. I mean, I've used emulators. I have a Raspberry Pi and messed with some of that stuff, but where possible, I try to stick to original hardware if it's possible. I'm waiting on my Mr. Multi-System 2 to show up. Really waiting for that to show up for arcade games. All right, Nathaniel, I'm at Rio de Janeiro. Say a little prayer for me, because this is like not a good track. For me, anyway. Yeah, for sure. There's so much of it out there now, so many capabilities. Wow. That's a huge bucket of games to have on the phone. Oh, wow. This guy is not messing about. Oh, I'm sorry. I didn't mean to do that. I just put him in the wall. I'm sure I'm going to get that back later. I totally didn't mean to do that. He surprised me that he pulled alongside of me. That's all right. Nathaniel knows. I've been put in the wall too many times in this game. I shouldn't feel bad about it when I get back one of them every now and then, you know? Dreamcast, man. I absolutely adore the Dreamcast. I love. It's got some of the best racing games there are. Period. Sega just was so good at making racing games. Yeah, I have a Saturn and a Dreamcast, and I like the Saturn as well. I mean, you can't argue with Sega Rally Championship, man. That's just like probably one of the best console racing games, hands down, that's ever been made. But like on the Dreamcast, Test Drive Le Mans, that game is amazing. And Ferrari F355, which is a good game, but I prefer the Test Drive Le Mans. That game is awesome. And I have to use a wheel and pedal when I play that game. That's how serious I take that game. Yeah, there's a go-kart racing game, right? It's for the Dreamcast. I think I remember seeing that. And is it not European only or something like that, maybe? I'm trying to remember. That one I've never played. Oh, you're talking about kart formula cars. Okay, I'm talking about like go-karts. I think there's an actual go-kart game for the Dreamcast, if I'm not mistaken, but I want to say it was, oh, that's what I get for talking and driving. I want to say it was a European title release only for some reason. Yeah, I remember seeing kart in person actually. Um, Texas Motor Speedway. That I remember that very clearly because some dude that was qualifying kart that day at Texas blacked out during his qualifying lap, and there was a big to do about canceling the whole event for it because they were hitting so much speed because they were going wide open around that track. Mm. Yeah, it's been a long time since I've been to any type of open wheel event. All I know is that when they crash, because I remember that too, being in person of open wheel car race, takes them a half an hour to clean a mess up because there's parts everywhere. I gotta keep a gap on this guy. This is the last lap of the race. Left a lot of speed on the table in that corner. Apparently he did too. So you went to a kart race in Toronto? Is that what you're saying? Wow, botched that up pretty good. Oh, dude, no. Guy just hooked me in the right rear. All right, we survived. Picked up another W. Olsen, Andy, Toronto. Oh, nice. Hmm. Yeah, I haven't even watched an IndyCar race in quite a while either. Hmm. I'm actually planning, as of right now, I'm planning to go to the Rolex 24 in January. I've been trying to do that for 3 years. I absolutely want to make it happen this year. Hmm. Right on the lake, yeah. Can't go wrong with that. All right, here we go up the mountain. Trying to think about this track in reverse. Ah, tried to block that guy and just about wrecked myself. Gotta protect the inside, I think, here. Man, that green car came sailing in there. Oh. I really don't want to do this race twice. This track's not near as fun to drive in the Miata as it is with that Stealth. That's for sure. It's harder to drive actually, and not as fun. This is probably an obvious question I'm going to ask Nathaniel, but I'm assuming using a manual transmission is just generally faster in this game than using automatic. Is that a fair assessment? It is in most games, so I'm assuming it's the same case in this game.
It is.
Do you know, like, is it just shifting faster, or is it changing the RPM band because you're controlling when to shift, or both?
It's mainly the RPM band.
Okay, that's what I thought. You can carry so much more speed out of that last corner, which is necessary actually for this straightaway. I got to protect the inside again. Last lap of this series, if I can pull it off. I don't remember what I win in this series, but I know it's not the Ferrari F355. I know that.
If you can't win that series before Saturday, look up the glitches and exploits section in my server. You'll find a solution to get the car early there.
Oh, really? That particular car, you mean? The F355?
Any locked car.
Oh, okay, okay. And that was super sketchy. I was a passenger there for a minute. We might be in the clear here. Yes. Ka-ching. All right, let's see what we banked, if anything. Or we get a very good sticker, maybe. MX-5 Mazda speed. So basically the same car with some tuning on it, some upgrades. That's fine. All right, guys, I think that's gonna do it for me. I've put in some good hours, some good time today on this. Nathaniel, I'm coming for you, man. Might take me a year to get there, but I'm coming for you. Alice, it was good to meet you, man. Hopefully, we'll get to see you on Discord over there. I mean, we're on quite often, so my username on there is 9scorpions. And I think you saw when Nathaniel posted in chat, his is F1 Nerf. So jot those down in your brain or on a pen, paper, and when we're on voice chat on there, we like to put like in a voice chat channels like what game we're playing. So normally, if I'm in a chat channel, if you see somebody on Discord and it says Forza Motorsport, it's probably us. So far, we're the only ones that are kind of like that into the game. Some other guys are playing, but they're not into it as much as we are. So